Good morning, everybody. All right, we are Monday morning. Here we go, a new week. I should be at home for the next 2 weeks until I leave for my vacation. So things should be easier, more manageable, but I have some tough weeks coming up. So, but first, let's start with the weekend. So on Friday, I did end up eating that Subway on the way home as I intended. That was close to a 2,000 calorie day. But again, you got to remember, I went to the gym. Normally, I would have went that morning. I went the night before. So, it's still not bad. It's not a huge weight loss, but it's still a loss no matter what. Saturday was not so good. Saturday, I skipped breakfast, but I ended up having a pretty big lunch because I was supposed to have a very light dinner. And so what happens, I had a lunch. I was probably close to, between lunch and the snacks that I had in between, that were still kind of like protein type snacks, I probably had about 1,000 or 1,200 calories running up to dinner, because dinner was only supposed to be about a 600 calorie dinner. And then dinner changed and we ended up eating out at a restaurant, eating Greek. It was absurd. So that was probably close to a 3,000 calorie day, which is definitely not what I'm looking for. It is a weight gain day and to be avoided, but sometimes, it's not so bad. But I felt bad afterwards, I gotta say. And on Sunday, I just toned it down quite a bit, and I think I ate about, I want to say 1,400 calories roughly on Sunday, which doesn't quite fix the 3,000 before, but at least it kind of evens it out, so to make sure that my weekend was not a weight gain, but it definitely was not a weight loss. This morning, motivation is not very good because of a few things. Did not sleep too well last night, and I have a very long week. I have a very, very hard week this week. I think I'm going to be clocking in. I think I'm going for about 60 hours this week. So it's going to be a long one. Early days are tough because I know I'm finishing late at night, and getting up this morning at 4:45. I must have gotten up four times last night. For the dog and for myself. My stomach was sore from Saturday. Greek was a bad choice. And sometimes I have these little triggers. I have health issues, and sometimes these triggers will just give me these pains that will last usually about a week. About a week of cramps and stuff, and having the runs, and it's just you're miserable. And if I'm on an empty stomach, the cramps are worse. So this is one of those things that I get every once in a while. I probably get this about 3 times a year, and you just have to kind of power through it. And it's not easy to concentrate, and it's not easy to do a bunch of stuff. And I can't just eat 1,200 calories or 15 because it hurts. It hurts if I'm on an empty stomach. I always have to have a little something in me at least. So I'm gonna have to kind of change my normal diet a little bit here, just to get by until my stomach is better. And on top of that, yeah, so the dog, well, we've had this discussion before. The dog we never know if he's coming or going. And he had a couple bad nights again, and all of a sudden, the thought of maybe calling the vet today to end it all it's on the menu, right? So I'm going to see how he is today, but if it doesn't get any better, then we got to make that call, unfortunately. We thought he was on the up and up, and all of a sudden he just crashed again, and it becomes our responsibility to make sure there's no pain, no nothing. And it's dangerously close to that line right now. So that's kind of keeping us awake, and it's kind of on our minds a lot. And between that and work and this and that and the long hours and my pain on my stomach, motivation is an all-time low. Good thing though is what I said when I started this journey. We're no longer running on motivation. We're running on discipline. So whenever motivation falters, well, discipline takes the lead, right? And that's going to guide us through the path to victory. All right, maybe not victory, but we're going to keep pushing forward. So even if, and again, as much as I didn't feel like getting up this morning, it was cold out. As much as I didn't want to, it was dark and all that. Once I finished the gym, I felt good about it. So that's what we're going to keep doing. Keep pushing forward in hopes that all these things will pass and motivation will come back. But if it doesn't, we're still going to do it. that's the plan. So other than that, things are okay. I don't know, I dropped the ball this weekend, really badly. For example, I forgot to pick up some turkey, so I don't have any turkey for lunch today for my wrap. I didn't cook my vegetables. Normally I would have cooked my vegetables. I have to come to work 5 days this week. Normally there's a mix of staying at home and coming to work, but I'm in every day, so I had to be on top of things. The only thing I did remember was this morning was to bring a couple bananas so I can have my breakfast, which I got done, and I took my protein shake this morning already. I don't know, like I'm a bit of a slump there. I got to pick things up because no matter what, I got to keep going, right? So today I got to find some time, go downstairs, pick up all my food there for the week. And thankfully, we have a grocery store at my work downstairs, so I can just go buy it here, bring it upstairs, and then tonight cook my vegetables whenever I get a chance, and then fix the little mistake I did this weekend. So, it's not always a high, right? It goes ups and downs, and we just keep marching, right? Keep pushing forward. So that's pretty much it for today. Not too much motivation there, I think, but hey, I'm holding strong, guys. So even after a bad weekend, or at least a neutral weekend, and being kind of disorganized, we'll still be okay. So that's pretty much it for today. A lot of work to do, a lot on my mind, so I'm going to work on that, work on me, and then, we'll talk again tomorrow. All right, take care, guys. Have a good week.